Hey everyone, welcome to the Gamer's Refuge. This is my review on The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. This game was put out in 2006, I believe, so it's getting ready to be upwards of about 10 years old. So, as far as the graphics on this game go, the graphics are a bit dated, but all in all, even, my opinion of them is that they're still not bad. For a game that's pushing 10 years old, it's still got a decent bit of detail. Really, like I said, it's not going to compare with Skyrim and The Witcher 3 and games like that. But for what it is, it's still a very beautiful and colorful game. Yeah, as you can see, it's very colorful, very bright. Pretty much the opposite of what Skyrim was. But I mean, this is in a more southern, warmer region, whereas Skyrim was in, a frozen tundra. One of my favorite places of the game is actually the Imperial City here. Just because of the layout of it and all that. I love the design of this game. As far as the story aspect of this game goes, it's got a very rich and deep story to it. In my opinion, it's probably one of the best storylines in the Elder Scrolls series. It just, I don't know, the storyline for Oblivion just really seemed to pull you in, and it was just very immersive. Now, on the map and all, the maps may not look very realistic, but at least things are, pretty easy to find. I mean, it works, as any map should. It shows your main roads and, the cities and stuff, and places that are either of interest for your missions or places you've actually visited. The maps, the maps aren't like super beautiful or nothing like that. They're not, real pretty like they were in Skyrim, but they are functional and, they serve the purpose. The horses in this game, they kind of control, in my opinion, they kind of feel like you're in a tank. You gotta, I mean, especially on PC, you gotta kind of twist and turn and whatnot. So, that's the way the horses handle is a bit of a turn off. But all in all, it's not real bad or whatever. I mean, again, it serves the purpose. And one of the things I do like is locations like this, like Frostcrag Spire, and bring up my map here. There's some others, like down here you got, Deep Scorn Hollow. These are, areas within the game where you can basically make a homestead and whatnot. And there's another one over towards Anvil, and it's Dunbarrow Cove. That's another one you can get. And there's a few others, where you can set up homestead and have a very unique and huge home, as well as go into pretty much any of the cities and towns in this game, and there would be houses and homes to be purchased there as well. Some of them being tiny shacks all the way up to huge mansions. So, but these are among some of my favorite ones because of the sheer size and the functionality of them. So I really do like that about Oblivion. And what is any Oblivion game without the Oblivion portals? Ones you jump into and you know, and whatnot. And the combat in this game is kind of, I don't know, clunky, I guess. It's not real bad. But, you know, the range combat takes a little getting used to. It's alright. You just gotta learn how to aim that bow and arrow, and, you know, so you know where you're putting your arrow at. It's not as simple as just putting on a mark and pulling. So, but yeah, yeah, this is one of the things I do like about Oblivion, is the fact that you know, these portals are everywhere, and you know, you go into them and close them and get the sigil stones and whatnot. So, you know, it's one of the very fun aspects of this game. So, you know, playability on this is, you know, quite high. I mean, you can get, you know, probably at least a good 100 hours out of this game, you know, with all the DLC and all, maybe a little bit more. It all depends on how much, you know, you like these kind of games and whatnot. But you can get, you know, the playability factor on this is pretty high. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's tons of side quests. There's, you know, the main storyline quest is, you know, pretty involved and, you know, fairly long. Some of the side quest missions, like the Dark Brotherhood quest line, in my opinion, Oblivion had the best Dark Brotherhood quest line, and it can take a lot of time, you know, to complete that quest line, and, you know, it's well worth it when you do. So, but, you know, between the Dark Brotherhood, you know, the Thieves Guild, you know, with the, you know, the Grey Fox, you know, you got the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, you know, each of them having their own quest lines, plus the main storyline quest. Then you have the DLC for the Shivering Isles, which was just fucking amazing. You know, that's, of all the DLCs for the Elder Scrolls, that is my very favorite one. You know, I like it better than even the DLCs for Skyrim. You know, the Shivering Isles for Oblivion was, you know, amazing, but then again, I kind of have a thing for Sheogorath. You know, I just love what a, you know, psychotic smartass he is. You know, just a quick recap. You know, the graphics are dated, but still not bad. You know, gameplay is awesome on this. You know, you can get many hours out of this. There's tons of stuff to do. You know, huge. You got a huge world to explore. The DLC for Oblivion was great. You know, tons of, you know, side quests and guilds and, you know, whatnot to be a part of. All these Oblivion gates to go around and close. You know, it's just, it boils down to a game that, you know, you'll get, you know, possibly hundreds of hours of gameplay out of. So, you know, my review on Oblivion, you know, even despite some of the glitchiness of the game, which, you know, there is some still, even up, you know, to, you know, this day with the patches and all that, there's still some glitches here and there, especially on PC. But, you know, it's nothing that I would say is game breaking. You know, at least not for me. And, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, I put Oblivion at a 9. Yeah, that's my opinion. Your opinion may differ, but I put it at a 9 personally myself because I love this game. It's a great and fun game, and I still think, to date, it is the best Elder Scrolls game they ever put out. You know, don't get me wrong. I like Morrowind and I love Skyrim, but there's just something about Oblivion. You know, it always pulls you back. You always want to go back and keep playing it. If you start off your Elder Scrolls playing with Skyrim, I highly recommend that you get the Oblivion Game of the Year edition, so you get everything with it, and play it. Trust me, you will love it. But that's my review for Oblivion. My personal opinion is, this is a 9 out of 10. It's a it's a great game. It's a beautiful game, and it's it's one of my personal favorites. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit me up on Facebook on the Gamers Refuge there, and slap the shit out of that like button. Yeah, I'd greatly appreciate it. As always, I appreciate everybody taking the time to watch my videos, and until next time, I will see you in the games.